Gemini, hello. Welcome back to my channel. Hey, good afternoon, or whenever you're viewing this, morning, evening, and night. Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Crystal, and this is In My Own World Tarot. And this is the next 48 sign for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or wherever you have a heavy Gemini placement. Gemini, keep in mind this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with every single Gemini out there, okay? If you're new to my channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, the information to book a reading is in the description box below. Readings start at $20 for those of you who are interested. Also, Gemini, I pray before each and every one of my readings, so that way my energy is protected, your energy is protected as well. I also do the next Gemini reading by Decan. If you're not familiar with what your Decan represents or when your Decan is, the explanation of each Decan is in the video description from the last Next 48 I did it in that video. So go ahead and click on that video. I put it in the description box below, the link to it, and just listen to the first 5 minutes so you know which Decan you are, okay? So that's going to explain everything. What I'll start doing when we have only really break down heavy transits. If you want the sextiles and the squares and conjunctions, I encourage you to join the membership section, and we go over the weekly astrology report there every week, which actually breaks down the smaller squares, the smaller conjunctions, angles, and things as of that nature weekly on Sundays at between 6 or 8. We do it then, okay? So let's go ahead and get into your reading, Gemini, and see what's going on with you for the next 48. Great God in heaven, please allow me to tap to the energy of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or wherever they have a heavy Gemini placement. Please allow me to relay these messages to the Gemini as accurately and clearly as possible. Please protect my energy during this reading, protect their energy as well. And please continue to bless our lives with peace, abundance, prosperity, and protection. Thank you. Amen. Ashe. All right, so let's go ahead. What I wanted to do, Gemini, I don't know if you noticed, this is a past life oracle deck in my hand. I wanted to see what was wrong with y'all. Not I don't mean that in a bad way. That came out really bad. But a lot of the readings that I got, especially personal readings, people are going through trauma and they're not knowing where it's coming from. Like, why we keep having the same experience? Why do people always hate on Gemini? What is it that we're carrying into this lifetime? The lesson, because a lot of times when you have people who are envious and jealous of you, that's their karma from something they did the past lifetime. You also have karma from the past lifetime as well as being the person who's being envied or being hated on. And that is something you could have carried from a past life into this lifetime. And you're going to have to learn the lesson of why that is happening, and why are you being put on display as such. Is it because you are the one who's supposed to be standing up for something? Are you supposed to be an activist of some sort? Are you supposed to be, the leader of the black sheep? We're going to find that out today. So we're going to go ahead and start out with the first Decan of Gemini, which will be May 21st to May 31st. Cuspers, yes, you're included in that. You Taurus, Gemini, Cuspers. Also, the first Decan of Gemini, as we all know, is ran by Mercury. So that's all of you who are watching from Gemini North Node, Venus, what have you. But if you're really watching from like your Gemini, Venus, you want to listen to the second. It all depends on the placement. That's why you got to tune in on Sundays, or you just need to book a birth chart analysis. Shameless plug. I'm not ashamed. Anyways, first Decan of Gemini. What is the past life issues with the first Decan of Gemini? Those born under the first Decan of Gemini. Food and hunger. That is actually very accurate, especially for you who are a cusper on Gemini and Taurus energy. We know Taurus energy, especially if you have a Taurus North Node or possibly a Taurus Rising energy, and possibly Taurus, when we talk about health, Virgo placements, and your Mercury, you may have a Taurus placement there. You may deal with issues of body image issues, body dysmorphia, or you may always constantly be on some type of health kick, which is nothing wrong with that. The reason why this is coming out, because in your past life, you could have had an issue with either possibly being overweight or being too overindulgent, and this lifetime you're very health conscious. So this is something, if you're like a person who's always worried about your weight, or always making sure you're getting the gallon of water in, or maybe even the opposite, you overindulge in this lifetime, that's because you could have been very health conscious in your last lifetime, and you're trying to forgive yourself for something in regards to that in this lifetime. Okay, Let's see. What else is going on with Jim? All right, so yeah, that's it. So first Decan of Gemini, that is your past life issue here that you may be dealing with in this lifetime. All right? I ain't gonna leave you guys like that. They're like, dang, that's all we're gonna go through. Yes, that's all we're gonna do for the first Decan, okay? Now we're gonna move on to the second Decan of Gemini to see what your issue was here in the past lifetime. That's carrying with you in this lifetime and could influence how you move and what's going on with you and what gives you stress and anxiety. Second Decan, we're talking about you right now. We're going from June 1st to June the 10th. What is the issue with the second Decan of Gemini? A possible issue they carried over from this past lifetime. Some of you could have many past lifetimes. Second Decan could be a lifetime number 8 or a 9, possibly a master number here. You could be 11, 21, 33. I'm hearing like y'all old heads. I'm about an old head. Ooh, spirituality and religion. So you are here to fight the power. Fight the powers that be. Leave me alone. You know, if you never tuned in before, I'm a very hyper person. If you're returning, you already know what it is. What up? What it do? Anyways, so you guys got spirituality and religion. So that means you are the ones of the free speaker. You are the ones to change people's faith. Not necessarily change their faith, but change their perception of what spirituality and faith is. You are the outspoken ones. You are the ones to say, hey, you can burn sage and pray. I hate to say it like that, but that's you. Okay? And so the reason why is like you're meant to be the one to explore. Like your spiritual knowledge, I'm reading the card now. Your spiritual knowledge is housed within your soul, and you are an external being who is forever connected to divine infinite wisdom. You're a messenger here. Whoever I'm talking to, I'm tapping into it. You are a messenger. You do receive the message, and you need to start speaking them out. Okay? What can hold you back and what can stifle you? Sometimes you get stuck energy. Some of you get stuck energy in your neck and your back. You possibly get a lot of sharp pains that you think it's gas, and it's not gas. In your feet, something about your feet. The reason why is because you're not speaking your truth, or you're trying to go with the flow of the collective or what you think everyone else is doing. So let's just say you're a type of person, you've ever reached out to somebody, you want to start an ancestor altar. You reached out to someone talking about, where am I supposed to put the spirit? Where am I supposed to put the candle? Am I supposed to put a glass of water on there? How about you are the one from the past lifetime who taught others in your past lifetime how to do that. And now you're going around seeking information from outside of you when you are given the facts and the knowledge straight to you from source. They want you to stop seeking because you are the one, the chosen one. You have been found. So please stop seeking. There's nothing wrong with gaining knowledge, studying Buddhism, studying Christianity, studying Judaism, taking a little bit from each religion and making it your own. But that's what they want you to get comfortable with doing, second Decan Geminis, and stop feeling guilty and stop trying to follow a crowd when you were the one in a past lifetime that possibly had a hand in creating some of those spiritual practices and some of those religious practices. That's for you, second Decan Gemini. Okay? So let's go ahead and move to the third Decan Gemini. Third Decan Gemini, you're June 11th to June 21st. Yes, cuspers, you are included in that as well. Gemini, Cancer, cuspers. Okay. If that's too loud, turn your radio down. Turn your radio down. June 3rd, Decan, cuspers of Gemini. Health. Okay, so very similar. It's so funny that you guys are Aquarian energy, the innovative energies of the Decan of Gemini. And you guys got the card of health. What does health have to do with them in this life? I'm going to need a little help, so I'm reaching for my book. Okay, so give me a second. So in the past lifetime, your physical health caused your hardship. Yet it also taught you a deeper level of compassion than you could have learned in a healthy body. Okay, so in a past lifetime, you were given a hindrance. Could have had a peg leg. Could have had one eye. You could have been one-eyed Jack. Not trying to be funny, just speaking facts. Okay? So what that did for you, though, it helped you now, and that's why I'm so glad. It's kind of good that you guys got the health card, because you guys are ruled by Uranus, Aquarian, more of Aquarian energy than Mercurial energy. All Geminis have a bit of Mercurial energy, but you have a stronger tie to Aquarian energy. Some of you could be an Aquarian moon, born in with the third Decan Gemini. Moving forward, but to each his own, because everybody's birth chart is different. Back to what I was saying. The reason why I say this is wonderful, because the energy of the Aquarian is the humanitarian. You know, Aquarians, they're very logical, but they're also known as the water barrier, the compassion. You know, they're a very kind energy. Aquarian energy is a very kind energy because it can see all perspectives, and they can bring a new perspective. That's what innovation is talking about, bringing in the new. Okay, so with that, going back to the book now, you're also developed healing skills that can benefit others. Like I was just saying, why do I read this book? Anyways, in fact, you may already know that you're a healer. This knowledge was acquired in previous lifetimes when you were performed healing for others. Okay, so a lot of you could be Reiki healers, and in the past life, in this lifetime, you could be nurses. You know, you could be a pediatrician, something like that. You could even be, and I keep picking up, who is this beautician that watches my channel? I don't know if you do hair or nails, but even that is a healing. That's a healing service as well, because you're making others feel beautiful. You're contributing to someone's self-care and how they feel about themselves. It all matters, okay? Back then, your earthly needs were likely taken care of by the community. So you may struggle with the idea of charging money for healing. Ooh, listen, I'm gonna reread that because a lot of y'all need to hear this and take a note. So you may struggle with the idea of charging money for healing work in this lifetime. It's helpful to know that in this current Western society, everyone must charge for their work, including those who provide spiritual-based services. You better make them pay what they weigh. Third Decan Gemini, I said it. Anyways, y'all, that's been your reading. I hope it helped you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Like I was saying, if you like to book a personal reading, the information is in the description box below the video. Readings start at $20. You guys stay blessed, stay safe, stay protected. If you like to know the meaning of what each decan means, I will also link that video from the last Next 48 in the description box so you can take a listen. All right? It has been my pleasure as always. Thank you for trusting me with your energy, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.